live. We are live. Jesus, how it looks. At the time and official anyway. Everything looks a bit.
Looking like a dry session as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll get information from the lads, hopefully.
Anyone in the chat that's in the party with any of the boys, if they can let us know the weather for the race and quality, really appreciate it. I think we might have people trying to just
the time splitter.
The 3 runs.
I doubt it, though. You get out, get 4, not a bother. I know last night when I was commentating, it took usually about this time. And everyone came out, it took a minute. Dry, it's a dry race. I feel like a marshal with this high vis on, I do. The high vis t-shirt.
2 Merc boys out straight away together.
Right. There's a Reynolds out. It's probably Decky Ferg. It is indeed. We're going board with Decky Ferg. And who was behind Decky Ferg?
I'll go with the Mercedes and keep an eye on them farming. And Hardy Boat went out. And one of the Alphas was out.
So, welcome to League of Ireland Season 4, Tier 2, Round 10 of 12. Alongside us is John O'Moore, 1346. He was racing last night. So John will have a good information what was it like to be around here and tire wise, etc.
Mine was a disaster last night, but there's plenty of interesting news in Tier 3 and I've no doubt Tier 2 will deliver just as much.
That's it. Like I'm reckoning a poll here, probably Tommy. I was doing practice with him there probably about Saturday. No, not Saturday yet. No, it's last week. It's about Friday or something. I don't know, sometime last week when all the races were done, and I think his PB was a low 2. So it's going to be hard for him to match a low 2, but
I wouldn't be shocked if he's out 106.5, 106.4 for pole today.
Yeah, that's it. Like a bit of pressure on this. They're human anyway, farming and Tommy, but I reckon.
The first one in the season, Tommy's championship leader and farming's doing the chasing now. So it's a huge weekend for farming after losing that championship lead in Singapore. It's a bit of a disastrous race for him, which is being a rarity this season.
Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, it's like you have Tommy, he's top 5 Tier 1 driver. You have Farman, he's Tier 1 driver. The rest of the pack, like next season, this Tier 2 is going to be a beast, and they're improving as well, so it'll be interesting to see. But the best man wins, and obviously, hopefully, luck goes to their side. So we have Decky Fair come to line with a 107.5 as a banker.
Oh, it's a nice banker where Decky Fairman's about to come over the line. He's looking like a 107 early.
107 farming, so Gary, jeez, times are tumbling in. So we have McGee coming up to the line. We have Slim right behind them here. So we have, it could be Gary, could it? Yeah, it is Gary. Gary goes pole with a 107.1. So
mighty impressive, Gary. He's been quick as well here.
So we have United Boy coming to the line. He's going on to the mediums. We have Big Funny Guy behind, 108.8. We have Funny Guy 107.5. And we're going to have an Alfa Romeo of Josh Nair 107.6. We're going to have Michelangelo come to the line with a 108.6. Jesus, they're all coming in. I'm trying my best to keep up.
Kella's after validating his lap, so is Haribo,
Big Knuckles a 109 flat. Yeah, so
Slim's coming through the middle sector at 50.7, so he's right on track for a 107.1, 107.2 sort of territory if he keeps it clean. Up that long run.
I'm going on board with Tommy here. See what he does. Slim, what does he do? 1071. A lot of 1071s as bankers.
Three of the lads within a tenth of each other.
That's 6 I'm looking at now, 50.6. So Tommy's going to be into probably a late 106 at this moment. Just. Yeah, 106.8 was spot on at that. I know by the sector 2 split. And I give Tommy the credit due. He's the fastest man. He's quicker than myself in sector 3 in the qualifying. Don't know how he does it. Like,
he just gets that last
if I had his sector 3, I'd be in the 5s. So I was saying that to him. I don't know how he hooks it up. But great lap, 106.8. Even like Gary's not too far, Slim's not far. They're not that far. Like, all it just takes is a validation in a corner and it can ruin your confidence. But
around here, it's so easy to do on the exits of corners. Abdo's going for a second lap as well.
I'm on board with him here.
He's up a 10th on the first sector. I don't know if he's just bedded in the tours to do a warm-up lap or what, but the 108 seems a bit out of place for this tier.
Yeah, 108, like I was saying there last night in tier 3, like I was expecting more in the 7s. You'd expect everybody in this tier to be like probably United Boy. Expect everyone in the 107s in this tier.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's going to abandon this. He's only up a 10th.
You can get 5 runs, just the nature of the track. That's what we were saying. Like, it comes like you have plenty of chances, like a 107.7, another one into the 7s.
So he's after finding a half a second in that last sector. Maybe probably made a Horlicks to Junkel.
That's it. We're riding on board with the little Spud. He won his championship here in season 2, the tier 2 champion. So we have multiple world, like we have Abdu there, he's a world champion in tier 2. Like we have both combined 2 world titles in this tier. Soon we'll have 3.
Well, just about to start a new hot lap. Well,
cheers Wheelo. Good afternoon, Ben Ratcliffe, Gary Drobro, LOI on BRX, LOI Time Slitter, Emma Tracy, A Wheel 04, Danny Murray, your brother. Tuned in.
Danjo was rising last night after a good quali for him.
Yeah, it's improving. That's all it takes. Danjo just needs miles on the clock.
Yeah, it's just a race pace for himself. That he needs to work on just a little bit more.
Riding on board.
Consistency.
That's it. That'll come. So we have Little Sport coming to the line. We're gonna expect a late 107, judging by that sector 2 split. Or 108 flat. Close.
Farmer's nearly after losing out the horseshoe on the way down to the second last corner.
Right, riding on board with Irish Gary. Right, who's going to take the S's? I know Gary's in the probably 6/8 is probably his best. So he's coming up the traffic here now, look.
The practice quality that he was doing better points in quality than he was on point for. So he's definitely one that could bring a shot.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks you can really improve. Suits whatever your driving style is. It can, well, obviously lower fuel, it can suit you in the Brazil.
Not after improving on that last lap, but he might be going for a second lap here. He's a tempo after that mistake. I think he'll run out of ERS.
Just lads there, we have Harry Bow. Keep an eye on Harry Bow's internet there. I know we got a PS5 there, so couldn't have time during the week. But Gary doesn't seem like he's improving. But last sector, he's gone into the pits. So who are we gonna have? Tommy starting lap. McLaren Sport coming in. I just want to see who's coming to the line. Spider. Big knockouts. 1082. Big knockouts. I'd expect him to be. Michelangelo, he's only a transferred onto the pad, to the wheel, sorry.
Yeah, he scored his first points in Singapore on the wheel as well. So
yeah, that's
finding some time.
Yeah, he's improved a lot since Hungary. I think was 107.4 for Kelly. Look at them sevens. Them sevens are clocking in.
Big funny guys coming through the last corner now and up the long run to.
Yeah, he's improving. Like.
He's a quarter of a second up. Funny guy's being quick here. He's not a great race pace, but he's definitely had one lap pace. 171.
Jeez.
He'll be delighted with that, won't he?
Ah, he'd be over the moon. Be over the moon.
So him and Schlim exactly the same lap time, 107, 146.
Running border, Tommy's improving by 3 tenths of 106.5.
Wow. That's something special.
Yeah, that's tier 1 stuff, that is.
He'd be top 5 or 6 in tier 1 with that.
Ah, with that he'd be top 2. Top 2 with that, the way I was saying times. So Josh Nair is not proven. So lads, Tommy, do you know what? Tommy might even go in one more run. He might save a set of sauce for a safety car, like.
McGee's coming up to the line now. Might be about them for there. 107.4.
So what's Konzo? We have Abdul. He's invalidated. We have Slim probably behind him. He's revving the gears out to the max revs. Gone into the pits. That's probably why.
That pit lane is tricky as hell as well.
United boys not.
Onto a hot one, but he's just a little down on his quickest points out there.
Yeah, as I was saying, Tommy doesn't need, like with that time, no one won't beat that, so Tommy doesn't need to risk another set of tyres. A nice fresh set of softs, you never know.
Yeah, especially how easy it is to lose it in some places here that
That's it.
Can generate a safety car. I know they're not as regular here as other places, but it's easy to just drop a wheel or have an accident in awful places. And Rory's out there validating that last lap.
Do you know what? Me and a few of the lads, we tried on the regular corner cutting. Regular corner cutting is harder to get the time for just some reason. They're pushing the car. Just
I could be just where it's allowing the limits.
Yeah, the limits in the track. You can't really take advantage because it's not. You can cut a corner, like, but just where is there to cut, like?
In fairness, that was one of the things that's sort of interesting with this game is where the weird places that you can cut corners are overcut.
Look at that, like P2, alright, is 7-1, alright, and look down at P14, not even half a second.
There's less than a second covering second to 70.
It's Farman 6A, wasn't it? So that's Farman.
Pull that out of the bag. Knockouts is out there invalidating in the first corner on the exit.
Knockouts. Want you in the sevens, buddy. Want you in the sevens.
I'll jump on board with Michelangelo here. We'll stand his pick lap, see how he gets on. As you're saying, he's picking up more and more pace on that wheel as he gets accustomed to it.
That's it. Michelangelo will probably be down at here next season, but will help him in the long run.
I don't think he'll mind that if he's smart enough out there as well. He'll take a bit of pressure off him and let him get more comfortable.
That's it, you're spot on there, Jono.
He's 10th down at the moment, but looking smooth.
King Papa, he's Fred's like control the car. He doesn't even seem like he's fighting it. Just gradually look 107.1. No, look at the ones. Bit of a gap between 8th and 9th there, but what Sale gets a Toyota.
I think I'll top up with a 107.0. He's been having some cracking qualifying the past couple of races.
But as I said, like, you know, the nature of the track, you're gonna see, because it's such a small track and there's a lot of straights, you're gonna see obviously times close. Like, you're not gonna see A huge gap.
You shouldn't see huge disparities in time between there.
Josh Nair, on board with Josh Nair. Come to the line, he's slightly up in his time. He moves to a 107.5. What was pole last night? A 7 flat, wasn't it?
7-0-7-1, I think it was.
Yeah, 7 flat, and then Gary Drower was 7-1, and then there was a gap between Burge. Burge would have been about Josh Nair's Rory Drain. So, and they both have the same conditions.
Jump on board with Slim, he's just starting a new lot.
On board with Konzo. Konzo was season 2 tier 1 driver, he was. So he's gone down the tiers, but he's doing well to keep in tier 2. There's a dog out there barking. I don't know whose dog it is, but giving an awful boot out into the edge. Eat up. You have United Boy into the 7s, love to see it. It's big knockouts, not on a time.
I felt so sorry for United Boy in Singapore. He'd worked so hard to get up into the points. And he was unfortunate with a few incidents.
Yeah, that's it.
Slim's after invalidating on the long right hander, he went out too far in the course. That's an instant red.
Can Spull get into the 7s? Can Spull get into the 7s? So I can't remember his 7-9. Another one into the 7s. Where he can big knockouts. I know Tonka has a qualifying ban, but big knockouts.
You'd have to fancy everyone coming in the 7s or lower, wouldn't you, at this stage?
Yeah, so Tommy's out.
Well, it also shows how close the tiers are as the season's evolved, because you look at, I think the top 6 were all 107.5s or less. So at the moment, the worst of that would be 12th onwards, really. And that's incredible for him.
That's it, like. Rory Drains validated his time.
Knockouts is after invalidating on the curb. He's put the right hand curb.
Well, the last time we had Brazil was... Oh, Abdu spins!
Farman's on a hell of a lot there. He's a 10th up in his first sector. Gone through yellows and
yeah, he's 10th up.
Traffic's just far enough away.
He needs to go that old slingshot up there. Careful, cars are out of his way, which is good to see. He needs to get close to the apex as he can. We'll get a distance tow of the McLaren of Little Spud. It won't make that much. He's gone very wide there. It's 106.7. Great time for farming. That's Tommy's. I think Tommy's after invalidating his time. So
the nice thing for Tommy is he's only after doing 3 runs.
Yeah, like it's not the. I know Tommy wouldn't. I know not person level, but he wouldn't be happy with that.
Realistically, you shouldn't need the extra save that he saved.
Yeah, he saved the set anyway, so he has pole position. So what's the Red Bull is McGee? He's invalidated. So going back to, I think Spider-Man. We have a good few finish, so it's good to know. Then we have a Mercedes. It might be Haribo. Haribo has a great lap there. 107 flat. Can he be the 3rd man this week to get into the 6s? Spider-Man coming to the line. A 106.9 from Spider-Man. Also, Haribo doesn't improve. What's Gary doing?
He's a 10th up.
Close. Alright, I'm gonna go back to him. Kelly's 3 tenths up. Then we
found a quarter of a second so far on this lap Gary has.
Jeez, Gary's. He needs to get. He's low fuel now. The track's at its best. Coming to the line over 330 kilometers an hour. 106.8.
Some lap for Gary. Nice second row start from.
That's it. That he needed that. look, top 3 LOI. And forgot the LOI, the big funny guy. But Little Spoo got in? No. Big Knockout's got a 7-6.
He
Not
got
all
back
about
around
it.
for a second lap after invalidating.
Yeah, so we got them all into the 7s.
That's some tier there, isn't it?
Be interesting with tier 1 tomorrow. Hopefully we get the same conditions. But we have LOI Tommy with 106.523 and P1. Farman P2, Irish Gary P3, Spiderman P4, Haribo P5, Kelly P6, Funny Guy P7, Slim P8, King Papa P9, Abdul Mufasa P10, Konzo 1, P11, McGee P12, Decky Ferg P13, Josh Nair P14, Rory Drain P15, Big Knockos P16, TV United Boy P17, Michelangelo P18, Little Spud P19, and I have Tonka with the qualifying in P20 qualifying ban. Like if you took one fifth down, like it's less than like half, it's less than a second.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what the boys do on the second half of the grid tonight. There's not really a set advantage to going hards here, so I think you're gonna just see a mixture of mediums and softs. Oh, for a clear race, that's some dirty looking clouds.
You never know with this game, you never know.
Jeff be telling them to get on the inters in about 5 minutes.
There's Mark Nasty, the big step back, Mark. Any predictions? Predictions top 3, put them in. Be good to see. I was speaking to Gary, like obviously close with Gary, and he was saying he wants a podium this season. That's his goal. Just get a podium and he'd be delighted. So he's in a good chance here now.
It's probably one of his best chances of the season, and he wasn't too far off in Singapore. He just got unlucky with how the strategy set out in the end. Tyres went away from him.
That's it. Like the top, like what was it? The first 3 laps will decide this race. If Farmer needs to keep in the DRS of Tommy, if Tommy can get out of it, because if you get out of DRS here, if he gets out, he's in a great position to win the race. Jeez, what was going on there? Haribo disqualified. Someone's after playing a bit of bumper cars there.
The question is, who did he go into the back over into the side?
Yeah.
Because no one else went with him.
.68 from Gary in P3, 6.7 from Farman in P2, and a 6.5 from Tommy in P1. And a 6.9 also for Spider-Man. That's a great qualifying from Spider-Man.
In fairness, Spider-Man's always got that kind of lap in him. He seems to always, he's like the Yarno Truly of the tier. Yeah. Always finds that lap, and then
great joke.
something disastrous in the race occurs.
No, truly. Oh, that is the best.
It's like if you needed a man to do a lap for your life, he's probably the bloke to call for the race, not so much.
So it'll be interesting now, the tour where like it's you went to soft medium last night, didn't you? Correct, John? Was it?
I was meant to, but the game sort of put me onto the softs again. So
yeah, you done the 2-stopper, yeah.
Not deliberately. I had the same problem Farrell had in Australia in Crisis League. Surprised only 4 medium takers in the back.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, when you're outside the top 10, start on the slower, like the medium tour. Boy, look, Michelangelo. Look, near the top tier, tier 2, like great tier, like, and can't even drive a formation lap.
It's a few qualifying bans.
The glitch anyway, we know by the revs. They're going to be start revving now. There you go. There you go. I want Tommy needs a good start here. Oh, he gets a lot of wheel spin. He gets a lot of wheel spin.
Farman's got him.
Farman. Oh, the championship leaders are touching wheel. You have Gary coming. Gary's after Alex.
Sorry. And there's carnage in the back end. Slim and one of the Reynolds is gone.
Oh my god. Slim has absolutely obliterated the wall back there.
Is he term or has he just got wing damage?
That'll be interesting.
He's still moving. Somehow that car stayed together.
Gary, great start from Gary. Gary needs to hang on now. If you can hang on to Tommy's DRS goal. Because I noticed in this game when you're inside 6th, 7th, 10th, that's when you really feel the slipstream. So Gary's struggling now to keep up with him, with Tommy.
That's also Tommy launch out of that last corner for sector
little spud, flying by, goes up to P11. Decky Ferguson in a great position here now. If he can keep it, he's in P10 on mediums. We're going to see who breaks the train now. It's like Cheltenham tomorrow, a 3-miler. It's all about keeping the pace. Looks like Tommy has got out of that crucially 1 second.
I think there's more solid bets on Tommy than any bankers tomorrow.
Oh, look at Harry Bow and Tonka. Oh, Tonka's just taking it easy. Tonka just, he hangs, once gets by them.
Decky Ferg up the inside of King Papa, bring himself up the place.
Decky Ferg's a new man, he's on the book fast with the funny guy, is he?
The funny guy, unfortunately for him, his first lap was like he was driving on the book fast. He was the worst victim of that first lap crash. Him and Slim both gone in, changed tires as well.
Gary needs to use it. Gary's using the ERS, he should be using a bit more. He's nearly there, he has to, like, he's out of that 1 second, he needs it. No. See, look at that.
Tonka's driving like a man possessed as well. Clark Lopez not got the race for the last 2 weeks. Sure,
there comes Josh Nater. There's a Haribo has gone into the wall.
He's just, I don't know if he came to get it with Tonka or if it's
Josh Nater. Oh, wheel to wheel. Yeah, he probably came collided. Who was he ahead? Not too sure.
I was on board with Tonka having a quick look and just saw Haribo spinning, but didn't get to see if he had made contact or not.
So this is Decky Ferg trying. This is helping the lads now at the top now.
The other end of things for the lads at the top, we've already had 5 cars pit. So there's a nice gap if anyone's going to be trying to undercut it.
Decky Ferg's out to get out of shape. What are the two Alfa Romeos going to do? They're fighting each other. They're fighting each other anyway. Here comes the King Papa. And take it easy. Look at the train behind there, Decky Ferg. The sun is coming out, it's bursting out of the clouds.
A little spuds on the back of King Papa now. I think he's going to get that move to him.
I think Gary doesn't seem like he has the pace. Look, these two lads behind him, even Abdul Mufasa is probably quicker than him.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a training himself, but now after last night, if you've got a slippery car and can get that run out of the last corner, right,
that's it. Once you get a good out launch, I've my own secret lines around here. Once you get a good out launch, I know when to hit the pedal, they're flying. Especially Tommy in that last sector.
That last sector was just about getting Jim Power right and getting up the hill.
Oh, Tonka might have him.
Farman might make a move on Gary here. I think he's got it done. Yeah, he's just up into the centre S.
Gary might go for another.
Clean.
Farman's used a lot of ERS.
Yeah, he's down to 5%.
He has to save it. He has to save it. Looking at Konzo and Josh Nater. Josh Nater has wing damage. Wing damage for Josh Nater.
I think he went into the back of King Papa.
Oh, yeah, he's... the two Alfa Romeos have hit each other across the race. Tonka might come up around the outside. He's on the grass going around Josh Nater. If he can hold it, that could be a great move. Oh, what a move, Tonka. What a move. Take it down, my son.
He was saying in the McLaren chat before this that he thought he could quickly get up 10 spots, and geez, he wasn't half right.
He could be a man to watch out for.
Or if he can keep those alive for long enough to get onto the softs in the second stint, he's a danger for everyone in the top 6.
That's
He's
it.
always had
That's
the
it.
pace, it's just whether or not he keeps it together.
I agree with you, Gary Drobo. Gary should just save the ERS behind him.
King Papa's hitting the pits, so I wonder if he's got damage as well.
The Alfa Romeo boys are not in good shape here. Penalties will be huge here now.
United boy, I think, is the only one at the moment that has a 3-seconder.
Tommy's doing well. He's just 2.7 seconds ahead. I'd expect him with a lot of ERS now. He probably just save it up now. Farman should need to save it because if you get below 15%, you start losing horsepower in the car. So look, it's a bit gapped out now.
You'd say with that gap that Tommy's going to just try and manage his tyres to get out and make sure he can get on the mediums for the second stint, as opposed to running the hards, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Well, Tonka's just going to go as long as he can. Obviously there might be a crossover in about 2 laps time.
Usually the guys with medium traction control that aren't easy on their tyres would be struggling around lap 10, 11. And that's how you find the big undercut, as well as the medium starting to take over, but it's hard to tell early on without seeing people starting to slide.
We have Konzo and Little Spud going wheel to wheel now. I don't know. Oh, he's after getting pushed out wide. Little Spud. We have his teammate Tonka. Just it goes by him. So Tonka is up to P10.
Spider-Man's starting to lose touch with that little train behind Farman. Everyone else is within DRS and he's just after falling outside of it.
Yeah.
And they are about to have their own little personal rivalry on track.
Tommy's flying ahead now. Tommy just has to be careful when he pits now. Who does he get stuck behind? Because an undercut is very big around here. Gary's after losing a bit of the car there. He's going to get a bit of ERS now, trying to keep back up with him. Try to get back in the slipstream.
I'm going to follow Tonka out with Kongo.
Oh, there's a Red Bull. There's a Red Bull of Michelangelo. Everything seems okay. Would you reckon there'll be a safety car in this race? Would spice things up?
I think there's a possibility of it, especially with the amount of people trying to make moves at that first short straight after the NS. Like that corner, getting up on the inside of it, if you're not alongside, it ends in disaster so often for people. You usually see them spin to the inside. But you have terminal damage there, it's a safety car all day long.
Have King Papa making a move on Rory Drain. Rory Drain also, he's a tier 3 world champion. Loads of world champions. We have season 3 tier 3 world champion of Rory Drain. Season 3 tier 2 world champion of Abdul. And we have season 2 world champion of the Little Spud.
Tonka's making a move on Kongo, just faking it down to this NS. That's going to be one he's trying to get closed off quickly because he's losing time behind Kongo.
Spider-Man needs to hang on to these. The lads up above are hanging on to farming. So farming's just literally pushing them away. Look.
Tonka's after getting 3 seconds for multiple warnings. He's
That's
trying to
gonna
get a
kill him.
run.
That's gonna kill him now.
Konzo's got 3 as well, but Decky Ferg's having a nice little race. I mean, especially given he's on the mediums, he's not lost too much time to those in front of him.
Gary is just hanging on. He's trying to get out. He's just in that DRS, look.
He feels scrappy to stay there as well. Do you know how much it's worth, especially after that?
Yeah, look at it coming down, look. It's just so powerful, like you could be even at 7/10. I think it's worth about half a second to 7/10 around here. He's starting to...
You definitely feel the difference when you're like, within that little window, because you get pulled into the braking zone with it as well.
That's it, even with the slipstream, we're getting the slipstream. Yeah, you're getting the slipstream in the corner as well. But we have Abdul outside the 1 second off Kelly. So Farman's really putting up the pace. You can see the lads, like they're 8/10 separating them, so...
Nosy in the race director just to see what he's doing. Yeah, he started to drop back down to the lower 110, so he might be just trying to get a gap before the pit stops.
Gary's very close. I think he's out of it.
He's just starting to pull about 2/10 a lap on Gary. Kellen's starting to pick up the pace as well, though. He's just set his fast lap 1:10. So Abdu's losing about half a second from farming the lap, so he's starting to definitely feel the force out.
That's it. Like I thought Tommy would pull a lot away more. Would you agree with me? I thought Tommy would be about 4 or 5 seconds out of this bunch.
That's the thing in practice races. Like we've seen Tommy be right up there with the Tier 1 boys, and like if not in competition with them, beating them. He's obviously champion-elect at the present moment in this tier as well, given he's leading the championship with 3 races to go, including this one. I have to say, he'd be very interesting to see how he goes out the last 2 races if he does win this one.
Big Funny Guy is one man with having awful luck, you know that? He hasn't had a break. He's always either getting damage, something wrong. Making him move now on big knuckles, which is good, but like, them hearts won't make it to the end of the race.
I thought that he was one of the ones that was involved in that first lap accident, and he lost a good 10 seconds in that itself, without even taking into account having to get lane change and change the tires.
Tommy might say move here. Sorry, Tonka on Konzo. Oh no, he's moving, he's gone up the inside, is he? Oh, look, front wing gone.
Kella is moving in on the way.
Tonka has damage, major wing damage, major wing damage that will affect his race. His podium chances are crushed there.
So he'll be straight into the pit car and the wing.
Looks like a double move on the straight. Big Knockouts picks up 3 seconds.
Kella could be about to try and make a move on Gary. He's got such a good run there.
Now Gary, try hang on to him now. Gary might have a switch. Gary, you can see the tires, medium traction.
I think Gary's out of ERS to get the move going.
Yeah, look, he's kind of coming back at him. Might go around it. Ooh, cheeky Gary. Gary looking for a move around the outside of Spider-Man. So Abdul was dropped off.
Abdul was losing half a second lap to Farm, and then
Gary and Kelly. Yeah.
And
I think he's probably smashing Gary, is he?
Yeah, he's actually a little bit slower than Gary again.
Yeah.
Like, Spider-Man sort of more where Gary and Keller's place was.
Becky Fergus looking well for a good P8 now, or P7.
If he can keep them going and get onto the soft
Safety car could come out end.
Slim lad's gone.
Slim.
I think he's just retorting the pits.
Pits, hopefully the car won't be in his way.
Yeah, the car's coming out.
We'll have Abdul gone into the pits, 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That will damage his hopes. We're gonna watch out Slim coming out now. I have to be careful.
He's gonna
Decky
come
Ferg.
out, he's just around Decky Ferg, yeah. Hopefully the car pulls along the side.
Wow. We have a big...
Decky's got past safety, so that's the least.
Oh, look at Ferrari on the track up here. Oh, I can see this happening. Oh, that's Codemasters fixture game. Oh my god, that nearly...
He's off track now and gone, thank god for that. But speak from memory, it's not nice when you have a ghost, well, a car that your hopes ghosting.
Tommy's tyres look more worn than Fireman's. They look more worn.
Still managing that gap though nicely. Still got enough of a buffer that he can be flexible for himself. If he wants to slow down for a few laps to make sure he's down on the mediums.
That's it.
Gary's gone into the pits and gone straight on mediums as well.
So
it is right at that crossover. It's 20-21 laps max is what you want to be doing on the mediums, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. You don't want to be going longer. You just never know. Tonka making the move on Rory Drain. Where will Tonka come out now? He'll come out ahead of Haribo. It's going to be very close here now. Yeah, miles ahead. Tonka's... he's not out of it yet.
Look, he's still in it for points, which is going to be a nice achievement in this here from last on the grid. Gary's found himself a nice bit of real estate. He's got 10 seconds of clean air to him and Decky Ferg.
It's hard to help from
Tommy Kelly, Fireman and Spider-Man all in the pits.
Yeah, so Tommy's gonna get held by Decky Ferg. Look, you're gonna see him. Yeah, he's gonna use the ERS now. You probably get him this lap. I can imagine so. He just has to be careful. Gary's behind Fireman, but
Tommy's after gaining more time and Fireman.
Yeah, he gained a lot. Fireman's after losing a lot chunk of time. I knew it.
That was just around 2 seconds, wasn't it? From
no, it was 5. It was about 5 seconds between them. We lost 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. And Gary's right back on Fireman as well. Just tells you how powerful that undercut was. He's starting to lose touch a bit. Right back in with his chance of the podium.
Okay, he's pitting.
Abdu's got in between him and Keller, which could be huge for his chances as well.
Tommy gets by Decky Ferg. Good move, he'll have the traction now. So happy days, says Tommy.
He hits from the lead to cycle through.
A lot of time. Does Fireman have wing damage, doesn't he?
I don't think so. He's dead steady. I think he could have just been very sensible down into the pit.
Yeah, we're coming out of it, like, but still. Slim's left the session.
Abdo has 8 seconds, so that's potentially going to ruin his race because 5 of those are for the pit lane.
I think Kelly got held up in that pit. Gary's a good bit ahead of him.
Could have been just pit placement that he got held up getting out. Kelly makes a move on Abdu.
Abdu was going to hold around the outside. Willies.
That's ballsy for Kelly because he needed that bit.
Yeah, look at Abdu's coming back. He's in the slipstream. Whoa.
Oh, that's what you love to see, isn't it? Big balls with boulders on both of them.
This is helping Irish Gary big time.
Gary must be licking his lips because that's nearly a 2-second gap that he's got over the two of them now, and Abdu's only got about half the ERS that Kella has, but it's going to be asking a lot to get that same run as well, isn't it?
That's it, Gary just has to hang on to farming now. Just has to. He's in his slipstream now.
Kelly's closer. The overtake, he is born and that up. Well, he doesn't seem to have needed it this time.
He's gonna go up to. Oh, this needs this to get a podium.
Cracking run, but going up the inside on this is always horrible unless you're ahead.
Oh, they're both. Oh. That's a big move for Kelly now. Kella. So
he's not burned up too much in getting that done, but he's going to have to walk his tires a hell of a lot to close that gap. But the one thing with Kella was there is like in the first end he was better at the end of it than the two boys in front of him.
But the good thing for Kelly is that he has a lot fresher tires than Gary.
Yeah.
You might see Abdu. Kelly's used a bit to get away there, but you can see Abdu getting closer now. He'll probably be about 4/10 by the end of this straight, or even less.
Gary's got about 15% more ERS at the present moment looking at it.
Oh, Abdu's after losing a bit of the car. That's lost a lot of time there now.
He just had the classic slide in the centre S that you got in the power too early.
Yeah. Safety car now for Decky Ferg. Great.
So he's still going to come out around 10th at the present moment, and those softs are going to be such a help. Like I tell you last night, soft versus hards and mediums.
There's someone off. There's someone off. TV and oil boy.
Yeah, it's one of the Toro Rosso.
Farman's going to get DRS off the car ahead. This might kill Gary now.
Good news for Gary is they're still pulling out a gap on him.
Yeah, but I think Farman's, this is after helping Farman so much.
I think realistically for him, he's trying to just keep up with Farman, hope that his tires go off, and attack at the end of it. I don't think he wants to get in front of him. I think he'd rather just keep the DRS. They're still building out a gap, nearly up to 3 seconds on Kella. Kondo's up with Haribo.
Haribo now, yeah. Just be careful. that was stiff. That was like an old sucker punch move there, that was.
I'm not saying that it was a barge, but I think, what would it be? Fair shoulder in football is what you used to say?
Yeah, just about the shoulder. Get out of there. So we have the lads now up to their original spots now.
Decky hits the pit.
Do you know it's going to be very tight on tyres? Abdul Mufasa. He's going to be very tight. He'll be after spinning a bit, tyre temps are going to be up high.
He could definitely be around puncture territory at the end of this. Unless he's planning on doing a second stop, but he's 8 seconds as well, so that's not going to help him at all.
Oh, someone's after losing it. It's a Haas, a big knockouts. The Canadian corner, isn't that just before? I'm dying for a safety car. I wouldn't mind the safety car now.
It definitely would be interesting because you know someone would be brave enough to stay out on the mediums if they thought it would get them to the lead. And if once there's out, anyone behind them will probably stay out as well.
Yeah, and Tommy's kind of snookered because here comes Spider-Man, he's close to McGee.
There's another 3 seconds for Abdul, so his race is pretty much run for any meaningful position. He might sneak into the point still with his field spread.
Conzo and Haribo coming there now. Conzo has a great run on him now. Yep. He's in the slipstream now. No ERS at all. This could be tears, lads. This is tears. Boy, this is tears. How on earth did he...
How has he still got a wing?
How does he still have it? What? Oh my god, how does he still have a wing?
I saw that last night as well. It's just we don't know when suddenly the front of these cars became indestructible. You've always known that the back is built like a tank, but it's getting ridiculous. Lost what, 10 seconds in that spin and getting back on.
We have a Haas of Spider-Man and Big Knuckles getting lapped in the battle with Michelangelo. We're going on board with this. Now, let's go back now to the lads now, battle for P2. It's after helping Gary hanging on the farm. It's after helping him so much. But he's playing this smart though. Save the ERS. Look, farming choosing it.
He just started diving on board with Keller. I think that's what he's been doing as well. He's just saved up enough. He's back up to high 80. I wonder if he's thinking about just pushing towards the end of this race as opposed to trying to catch early in the stint after losing that time behind after.
I think Gary's just happy with his P3, but we might see a show.
I think he's happy. He'll wait until late to pull this off. I think he'll go on the race that farm and might think he's settled for it and try and surprise him somewhere.
There's Josh.
Really, in 3 places you make a move if you're close enough in here, isn't it?
That's it. We have Josh and Air coming on the Funny Guy, and Funny Guy coming on Conzo. Oh Jesus Christ! What is going on here? Oh, he's after hitting Funny Guy into the wall. What is going on? What is going on? The bulldozer over there, huh? Funny Guy has awful wing damage.
That's twice today. He must think he's cursed at this point. And he's understeering.
Yikes, is right nasty. Everywhere. The snapback came off on that one.
I'm just watching it back on the YouTube stream on the laptop as well. And Josh Naylor, I think he's seen the stewards about that one. seconds. If there is a safety car at this point, I think Tommy's got enough that he could fit and safely get back ahead of the boys.
Yeah,
Especially
no,
if there's a delta.
I don't think so. It has to be about 19 seconds. So it's to gain about 6 seconds. Possible. That's the thing.
I think he's just managing race mostly. Diving on board with Gary. His rear still looks good, and that's what you need. The traction's such a premium here for those launches onto the straight.
Yeah, it's like a slingshot effect. Once you get it good, you just sage it all the way up. Tommy with the fastest lap also.
I think when you're the car in front here, you have to whoop so much harder because of how easy it is for a car to stay in your slipstream. Like, you can see it down the straight, he's getting to within 2-3 tenths every other lap. But previously he was finding it hard to stay in that 7 to 8 tenth range.
That's it, correct.
You wouldn't be shocked if he makes a move later in this race.
That's what I'm saying. Safety ERS. Well, he's more than farming. He's a bit closer now. Excuse me.
Farming's got his ERS back up to the 40s, so he's been finding places to save it a bit. Josh might not be about to do Gary any favours because he's possibly going to take his oil line away if he tries to unlap himself.
Yeah, we have Josh now unlapping himself.
He's onto the fresh softs as well, so he should potentially be quicker than the two boys, but that's definitely not fun when you're having someone go through it. I think all of us that play this game know how annoying it is to have a car ghosting through you when they're unlocking themselves. It takes your oil line away and you can make silly errors because of it.
Josh and I probably will see now. It has to get ahead of them. This is the traction zone.
It's crazy how much the difference is in softs and stuff that warrant horse. He's after dropping back again, he must have spun the rears up.
I agree, Keller.
He's just gone past him.
I agree, I'll pay for a safety car. Wouldn't mind one now. Gary saved up a good bit. Still might save up even more.
Yeah, Spud's just after getting more his rain. His boys are screaming out after 25 laps.
Funny guy sets the fastest lap. Took it off. Tommy. Here comes Gary.
And immediately gets 3 seconds funny guy.
Gary has to be careful.
Oh, you don't want to be the outside there.
There goes.
There goes Farman.
Oh, no way. Oh, no way. I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Has either of them got damaged? That's the big question now. There doesn't look to be any end plates missing from Farman's car.
Please God, hope not.
Both seem to be intact on Gary's as well, so...
I was enjoying that. I was just waiting for a nice battle.
He definitely caught him in a place that was surprised anyway, because that takes big balls to go around that long right. So almost like Farman just didn't get out of the left on the way up.
So this is
Question is for Gary, does he start trying to build a bigger gap to Keller in case he gets a penalty? Like it looked like a clean move and
could be a good show. You never know, you never know.
Like, do you leave it the chance? Like, obviously, like Abdu is like out of this battle for the podium because he's got 11 seconds penalties or something like that. And Farman's now 5 seconds behind Gary. Oh, just excuse me, just under 6. Like, Farman's tires are going to take a lap or two to get back to normal
temperature, yeah.
He'll be fine, but he's singing, pushing like a madman.
I can't wait to talk to him now. Gary, I can't wait.
He's going to be more excited than the Wheelo on the night out in 92.
But it's still not over. Anything can happen. Like, as you can see, his safety car come out on the second last lap. Well, up to the, like, once it's past lap 34, the safety car won't come out, but it could come out any time. But right, Spider-Man. This starts playing a tree for Kelly. Like, he doesn't need to be.
This will be Kelly's first podium in the world. He had obviously savage run at the start of the season, and then he had some really bad luck. He was racing decently.
Geez, funny guy's not getting out of his way, and I think funny guy's tires, he should be lapping himself up. They're only fresh. Oh, Farman looks like he's under pressure now. Championship still in with a fight with the championship. I know Tommy's extremely quick at tier 1. You just never know.
Quick at the end of stints as well.
Tours are going off. Look at Tommy's tour. I'd love to know his tour wear.
I'd love to know if he's just trying to warm
up. Pushing.
He's pushing,
yeah. I don't think.
We know how much he loves to try for one.
I don't think so. You're not a 108.3 with warm mediums.
But I think if anyone's in his ear, they're telling him just take the 25 points.
Yeah, that's it.
Farman finishing in 5th is, I think it's a win in the difference in the championship. Trying to just figure it out in his head because Farman will be 10 points.
Spider-Man still a lot to play for.
Oh yeah, look. As you've seen with this championship, anything can happen.
Oh, we have big funny guy DNF in the pits.
And this car's rolling.
Gary still has the pace. Gary's still like, he's pulled away from Kelly. I thought Kelly would be up there, but
how it's today is like, I think that was a couple of laps behind Abdu. Really good Kelly's tires as well. It is the one thing you notice with the wear here. If you are following the car closely, you burn up those fronts a little bit more than you usually would. So I was surprised about it last night, especially we had to train 3 or 4 cars and
a little spun out the dodge it. We're gonna have Josh or King pap it. Oh oh my god, that was close. Jesus, you see that group child Kachiga? But jeez, there's a lot of penalties there, like from Spider-Man down. I know Spider-Man has a P7 wrapped up now, but he could have got good advantage that. Right, Farman. Go ahead, Abdu.
Spider-Man's gonna pick up the spot regardless, just because of Abdu's.
Yeah, that's it.
It's interesting how that train around the Abdu is starting to form as well. But in Decky Fair, getting closer, but I think he's ran out of time, really.
That's it. I just want to.
Tonk
No
is
safety
gonna,
car now. Is Tommy. The only thing Tommy can lose is get a puncture or this. I doubt even getting disconnected or losing it himself.
I think even if he gets disconnected at this point, he's still gonna be okay.
Yeah. So.
Because it's about 4 or 5 seconds left to lose, so it's all in his own hands.
So might see a little battle to the line. Who has the most DRS?
I'm just having a quick nosy with McGee and Co.
Oh, we have Michelangelo's one off. Down in P18. I'll go back to Abdu. Farming.
Abdu's got a friend in Conzo giving him a DRS. So if he stays there, that'll work out very nicely for Abdu. He'll be thankful for his teammate there.
Teammate, yeah, that's it.
So the two boys are in the chat and this is a plan that's genius.
I was in this situation before in Germany in a league racing contest of speed. I had a penalty and I was in a racing point. It was F1 2019 and my teammate came out of the pits and doing the exact same, just staying ahead and giving me the DRS because I had the penalty and I was pushing away. So I wonder what's going to happen here now.
The important thing for Farman is he doesn't have to make this move to gain the position. He does need to make it to try and bridge the
Wait,
gap.
Gary's after making a huge mistake. Gary has a puncher. Gary has a fucking puncher.
No.
Oh my mother of Lord. Oh my mother of Lord. The Ferraris have an awful mare with the puncher. This is going to be close. Oh, he's after getting hit off by Kelly. Oh, Farman.
Oh, that's unbelievable. I see him on the right hand side.
Oh my god, this is going to be unbelievable close. It's going to be a Spider-Man and McGee. It's going to be close. Oh, get up. Woo. Gary has a puncher. Gets up to P6 though.
Fair play to him.
Oh,
that's got to be heartbreaking. Last lap.
Oh my god.
It's looking like Tonka's going to score points on his return to the field. Jesus, that was some race.
Oh my god. He done 21 laps on them.
We were saying that's where we thought the breaking point was. I mean, he is going to be heartbroken for that.
Oh my god, that's after getting. Someone's after walking over my grave there or something. Oh my god. 20.
I think on DRX probably has made a good point. That's the downside of medium traction control. You just put that extra bit of stress on the tyres, especially around here.
So look, we have Tommy in P1. What a drive. We have Kelly in P2. Farman P3. We have McGee P4, Spider-Man P5, LOI Irish Gary P6, Abdu P7, Decky Fair P8, Haribo P9, Tonka P10, Little Spud P11, King Papa P12, Rory Drain P13, Josh Nair P14, Conzo P15, Big Knockos P16, TV United Boy P17, Michelangelo P18, The Big Funny Guy P19 and Slim P20. That would have been close for Gary getting the podium at the end if he didn't get hit. Look at that. And no VSCs or nothing in that.
Ah, just a few local yellows, that was it. And Tommy did go for the fastest lap in the last lap. I'm just looking here, 108.792. So he didn't come too far from me, he was only 3/10 off.
What a race! What an ending!
Drama from start to finish.
Mamma mia! I was just looking forward to interviewing Gary, but that's that. Tonka, yeah, good drive back. Back, Jesus, I know how Gary's feeling. It is the worst feeling ever.
Hell, you've had it twice this season where the
Yeah,
twice gone.
yeah, my tyre blew up, but I was a bit lucky in the other one had the VSC coming out, and obviously helped me, but I had to fight back though.
So I think he'll be buoyed by it as well, though. Like, obviously, at the start of the season, he was worried about having the pace for this tier, and I think.
I'll get the lads in now. It was this, yeah, Tommy. Right, Kelly, Farm, the top three in the championship anyway.
And
I sent an invitation there to them, I did.
Well, things stay as the finished. That'll be a 16-point gap in the championship. For Tommy with 2 rounds to go.
So I have Kelly in there. Who's one to interview? P3 or P1 or P2 or what you want to do?
You do P3 and P1, I'll do Farming.
Yeah, no worries. There goes Farming.
There's the end, we're just waiting for Tommy.
Is Tommy alright, is he? TV following him?
He's probably still celebrating.
Is Tommy
Trying to get the same deal as Big Funny Guy on the books fast.
Give him a text there anyway to join, but I'll interview, make sure your voice is to shared lads, but we'll interview Tour Place, Farming, Gaming.
Yeah.
Heart goes out to you, but it was a weird a couple of end laps. You had a great start, number one.
Yeah.
And then number two, the second phase of the start didn't really. You had such a good start. You had too good of a start, and then you got like pushed out and all, or argy out. But it takes through your race and your qualifying and.
Qualifying went grand, and then the race was alright till I went into the pits, and then coming out of the pits got wing damage. So I done the second stint then with orange wing damage on the left side. So I knew I was going to be like an easy target, and then I had the little spin with Gary, and then Karma got him in the end. But no, I was happy enough with third after what happened. But I was just with the wing damage, you're always kind of weary about whoever's coming up behind you, and then run wide in corners where you shouldn't be going wide. So I was just trying to keep penalties down. So yeah, it worked out grand.
That's it. Yeah, like I was thinking there, like I knew I said it there in the stream. I was like, Farman's after losing a lot of time to Tommy. He lost about 2.5 seconds coming out of that pit lane, and
yeah,
personally, I think it would have been a bit closer, but Tommy would have had the race controlled. But you would have been in no man's land. You would have been, if you had no damage, you would have been P2 on your own, just minding your own business. And but Gary had good pace as well. Gary probably and Kelly would have had, and Abdul would and Spider-Man would have had that battle, but obviously
they were flying.
But obviously he had damage and all. But how do you feel like after, like it's hard, like you're out of the race one stage, you could have been out. I know you're lost a few points to Tommy there, but you're still hanging on for dear life. Anything can happen, but I say, I say, feeling with that crash with Gary, how did you like? It's good, like mentally, to get back focused and get your P3 as well, that podium.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not too bothered about the incident, since like it could have been like a lot worse. Like in Singapore, I was out of race since like lap 2, no points, and like to even get on the podium after that, like you'd want to be happy with it.
That's it. It's momentum, isn't it? Once you get in the good swing of things. And one more question, two more questions actually. Is that that's a great qualifying? Is that your PB in quality or done a 6.7 on it?
My PB in quality is 106.6.
6.6.
It's only half a tenth off it. It's 106.57 or something.
Yeah, but good lap there, and impressed with you anyway. And next week Australia. How'd you feel?
Yeah, it's a nice track. Just keep it clean and see what happens.
That's it, farming. That's it. Never give up anyway. You're still in with a shout anyway, and hopefully more luck comes your way anyway.
Hopefully.
Take it easy. So there you
Thank
go.
you.
No, you're welcome. So you go on to Kelly P2 and Alpha Terry. So Jono will interview you there.
Perfect, yeah.
Congratulations on the P2 and first return to the podium since Austria. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, a bit of luck, you know. I started hearing Martin Rundle in my ear there coming around the last corner. It was it's that Glock-esque, but yeah, it was yeah. I mean, unlucky to Gary, like he had it in the bag and he got that podium. And then I think he just understeered into my car. I was trying to leave him plenty of space down the inside, but just with a puncture, that cars are just practically undrivable. Like so, yeah. I'll take a bit of luck.
Hey, look, you made your own look. You made some fantastic moves on that deal. I think you guys went back and forth for about a lap and a half, both making moves on each other. It's like obviously you got through that without having damage. Like, was there any worries that you had when you were diving and battling? Because obviously you went up the inside, I think turn 4, which is sometimes a death knell for anyone.
Yeah, we no, it was a very clean battle, so I didn't worry too much. I had to check after the corner and stuff, but yeah, we were kind of we were dragging each other along, and we were kind of in no man's land because we had like kind of 3 seconds to the car in front and 3 behind. So yeah, we had a good battle, and I pulled away from him eventually, and yeah, got him out of my DRS, which was nice for the heart anyway, because he was raring at me for a good few laps there.
Yeah, that solidifies your 3rd place in the championship as well. You're just on the outskirts of being out of the battle for the overall championship, but I'd say you must be delighted with P3 in your first season in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Like these 2 lads in here with us are probably just another level ahead of me. Like so, yeah, I'd put that down to just a bit of consistency and good race pace, because we all know I'm not the best qualifier. But yeah, there's a few races where I didn't drop my head and ended up getting up to good points.
And how are you feeling for Australia with that coming up next week?
Yeah, it's a difficult track to hook up a lap, but if you finish Australia, there's going to be a lot of penalties. There's a lot of places to do some track limits. So yeah, if you finish it with no penalties, you're always in with a good shout for good points.
Oh, congratulations again, Kelly, and hopefully you get another podium before the end of the season as well. Maybe a win.
Yeah, cheers, John. Thanks.
So, lead on to the race winner now. Tom's there. Hello, Tommy. Are you there?
Yeah, mate.
There's the main man. How'd you find that race? I say it was a bit boring for you being all the way up at the top there.
Yeah, it was. The mediums were nice. Like I was just trying to do as many fast laps, like consistent as I could. I was just trying to aim for the low, 109s. But at the start of the race, I didn't have a great start at all. A lot of wheel spin. Fireman had me up the inside. Just tried to hang it out around the outside, out of turn 1, And then thankfully got the lead. But yeah, it was a nice race. I did a few good laps on the mediums, and I just tried to maintain them, because obviously, as you've seen with Gary, unfortunately they don't like it's give or take that they go to the end. You know, you could be lucky, you could be unlucky with them. So yeah, it was just trying to maintain the pace and keep no warnings and like try and stay off the track limits and that. You know.
That's it, Tommy. That's all you have to do. And then obviously with qualifying, you saved to set us off. So now it was, you did
Saved
right.
set us off. Yeah, I set a one. I think it was 165 on my second run. And then I went for a third run at the end, and I just fucked up the first corner. You know, ran out wide. And,
Yeah, it's a tough corner.
yeah, like it's that corner you can lose a lot of time. So once I lost it on that corner, I just packed it in. You know.
That's it. But what were your tours like at the end of your first stint at the end of the race as well? Like were you close?
Yeah, I wasn't happy with my first stint at all. Like I know in the practice race that I've done, I was doing 109, like high 109s, you know, and I couldn't break into them on the first stint. I was doing low to mid 110s, you know, so it wasn't great for me. I wasn't happy with that at all, but well, sure, look, we'll take it and move on, you know.
Yeah, that's imagine winning by 20 seconds and not happy with their saucing. But
no, like the mediums worked out well, you know.
Yeah.
I had great face on them, but the softs at the start of the race were just they weren't great, you know.
That's it, Tommy. And so you got the race win. Not much you can say, but Australia next week. How are you feeling?
Yeah, again, a track that you can't afford to make a lot of mistakes in. Like Kelly said, like easy to invalidate a lap or get a warning from here and there, you know. So it's important to keep it clean there, because if you do make a mistake, you're more than likely going to be in the gravel or in the wall, you know. So yeah, we'll see what happens next week, anyways.
That's it. Anyway, so well done. Anyway, Tommy, I'll try to leave it there.
Fair play to Farman and Kelly. Good race, lads.
Well done, Tommy.
Well done, Tommy. Super.
Well done, lads. Good respect. Like to see. But so we'll leave it there, lads, and we'll leave it for everyone. It was an entertaining ending to the race. So make sure to tune in this time next week for Tier 2 in Australia. Maybe a bit earlier, but we ran a bit late circumstances. But make sure to tune in tomorrow for Tier 1 at 10 o'clock. And make sure to tune in for Tier 4 also at 9:30 PM on Thursday this week, because we have St. Patrick's Day. We have a bank holiday, so they'll be on Thursday this week. So good night and God bless everyone.